Hello, this is Jeff, and I'm with Jefe Tico Tours. We are about to start episode 5 of Hey Alexa, Learn Spanish. And Alexa will be here in just a minute.
Hola.
Alexa, buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo está?
Bien, bien. Adiós.
No. Y usted.
No. Y usted.
Y
Bien.
usted. Bien, gracias. Now, we've actually haven't talked about this. This is our 4th episode, and you have obviously learned some Spanish because you kept saying y tú, right? And
Right.
you. They don't say that in Costa Rica.
No.
Costa Rica never
Years of elementary school Spanish out the window, just like that.
In the United States, we mostly speak with Mexicans, and Mexicans use the word tú. So it's natural that they would teach you to say y tú. But if we're going to go to Costa Rica, then in Costa Rica they don't say tú. They use what they call the ustedeo informal, which means the informal use of usted. And so they use usted, like even the grandma says to her grandson usted, or husband and wife will say usted to one another, or father and child, mother and child, they use usted with each other, which is strange if you're not used to that, because in most Spanish-speaking countries they say tú. So when I say hola, buenos días, ¿cómo está? You say bien, gracias, y usted. And that's the formal way. It's like Z in German.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But it sounds kind of funny to say that to other people, like people who are from Mexico or Spain or other countries where they speak Spanish. So
it must sound very formal.
Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, in some of my groups where I chat, they say, "Oh, Jeff, call me tú," and I said, "No, I'm Costa Rican. We don't do that." And sometimes it causes a bit of a problem with people if you want to speak with usted instead of tú, because they feel like you're not being friendly. But it happens in Colombia too. Colombia and Costa Rica, they both have the informal usted. So that's our little cultural tidbit for the day. Bueno, so I'm going to start sharing. Now, today is a process day. We were not really supposed to learn anything new today. We're just going to practice. Oh, I didn't put I got to put my minutes on. Okay, got to set my timer. Otherwise, we keep going really long. I think our last episode was 18 minutes long.
Oh gosh. Spanish in slightly more than 10 minutes a day.
Yes, that's right. So I'm gonna put 8 minutes on there because I think we already spent 2 of them. Bueno, so let's practice. So, ¿cómo se llama usted?
Me llamo Alexa.
¿Cómo me llamo yo?
Yo se llamo Jeff.
Usted se llama Jeff.
Se llama Jeff.
Correcto.
Oh, no, because you're right.
I threw you a curveball there. I was trying to see if you could process really quickly, and you do. Sí, muy bien. So, yo me llamo Jeff. Bueno, ¿cómo se llama ella?
Ella se llama Zoe.
Muy bien. ¿Y quién es Zoe?
Zoe es mi mamá.
Muy bien. ¿Y cómo se llama él?
Él se llama Rob.
Muy bien. ¿Es Rob su mamá?
No.
No, qué ridículo. Rob no es su mamá. ¿Quién es Rob?
Rob es mi esposo.
Muy bien. ¿Y dónde vive Rob?
Rob vive en Atlantic City.
¿Vive con usted?
Sí, conmigo.
Excelente. ¿Y dónde viven ustedes? En Atlantic City.
I don't know the word for we.
Nosotros. I wasn't going to teach you that, but let me give you that. Nosotros. Now, this is a IR verb. Nosotros vivimos. So the E at the end changes to an I before they add MOS, which means we live. So vivimos, we live. Vivimos. Nosotros vivimos, we live. Okay, so ¿dónde viven ustedes? ¿Viven ustedes en una casa o en un apartamento?
Nosotros vivimos en un apartamento.
Excelente, muy bien. ¿Vive usted con su mamá?
No.
No. Bueno, ¿dónde vive su mamá?
Mi mamá vivo en Mays Landing en una casa pequeña.
Ah, excelente. Muy bien. Only one thing there. Mi mamá vive.
Vivo.
No, vive.
Vive. Oh, vive.
Yeah, vive is she lives or he lives or you live. Vivo is I live. So
Okay.
since you're saying my mom, that's a she. So mi mamá vive. Muy bien. Bueno, ¿y vive su mamá en un apartamento?
No.
¿No? ¿Dónde vive ella?
Mi mamá vive en una casa or just casa?
Una casa, correcto,
Una
una
casa,
casa.
okay.
Ajá, muy bien. ¿Vive en una casa grande?
No.
No, ¿dónde vive? ¿Vive en una casa pequeña o en una casa grande?
En una casa pequeña.
Ah, muy bien, excelente. Bueno, ¿y dónde trabaja usted?
Yo trabajo en Sunderland. Yo soy diseñadora industrial.
Ah, excelente, muy bien. ¿Y es diseñador industrial su esposo?
No, mi esposo es cocinero.
Ah, muy bien. ¿Dónde trabaja su esposo?
Mi esposo trabaja
¿En un restaurante o en Zonderveld?
en un res, en re, oh,
En
I've
un
gotten stuck.
restaurante, en un restaurante.
En un gosh, that's hard.
It's au restaurante.
And it's the R's are hard.
Oh yeah, the R is very hard to pronounce. It's restaurante. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce.
This is why I took German in high school.
Because you can do the German R. See,
Yeah.
so the r in Spanish, it's a little bit tricky because it doesn't exist in English. The closest we have to it in English is like when we this is where I always tell my stupid joke. Do you know where Lone Ranger takes his garbage?
No.
Ta-da-dum, 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 dum, dum. YouTubers grown all over the world. So if you say ta-da-dum, ta-da-dum, and
Yeah.
that TD combination together really fast.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that kind of works.
It starts to get your tongue in the right spot. And eventually what you do is you just kind of blow air over your tongue. And so it's sí, restaurante.
Restaurante.
Ah, that was good. Sí, muy bien. ¿Dónde trabaja él? En un restaurante. En un restaurante. In a restaurant. En un restaurante. Muy bien. ¿Trabaja usted en un restaurante?
No.
No. ¿Dónde trabaja usted?
Yo trabajo en mi casa.
Ah, muy bien. Excelente. Muy bien. ¿Trabaja su mamá?
No, mi mamá es jubilada.
Ajá, jubilada, correcto, sí, está
Jubilada,
jubilada.
right.
Está jubilada or es jubilada. You can actually say it either way. It's one of the very few words that work both ways. Es jubilada or está jubilada. Sí, muy bien. ¿Y su mamá es diseñadora?
No,
No. Su esposo es diseñadora.
no, yo soy diseñadora.
Ah, excelente. Sí, muy bien. Perfecto. Bueno, y I wanted to, I hope that the world of copyright is okay with me giving a plug here for a Disney film, La Bella y la Bestia. Because we're just going to use one frame of this. Here's La Bella y la Bestia. Okay, you know the story, correct?
Sí, sí.
Story. That's Belle. She lives in that house in France with her dad. Her dad has a workshop in the basement. You know that story?
Yes.
Okay, muy bien. So we're going to practice that. So, ¿cómo se llama ella?
Ella se llama Belle.
Correcto, sí,
Or is
muy
it
bien.
Bay because she's got two L's in her
Oh,
name?
yeah, maybe she's bella. Because in Spanish,
Bella.
she is la bella y la bestia. So we
Ah,
can call her Bella. Ella se llama Bella. Muy bien. ¿Y vive Bella en una casa o en un apartamento?
Bella vive en una casa.
Ah, correcto. Muy bien. Ella vive en una casa. ¿Con quién vive?
Bella vive con
¿Su mamá o su papá?
su papá.
Correcto. Sí.
Oh,
Muy
Sue. I can still use Sue for this.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yes. So su can mean his. It can mean her. Oh, that's our time. So we got to wrap it up. Okay. So su can mean his, her, or your. So unlike in German, this is why whenever I speak German, I always mix it up because I want to say sein for everything, but that only means his, right?
But it kind of makes sense if you compare it to the German Z form because his, hers, and yours is all the same word.
Right. Yeah. So in Spanish, it's the same word for his, her, your, and their. So su. And so sometimes that becomes ambiguous. And in a later episode, I'll show you how to distinguish when it becomes ambiguous. But because we're talking about bella, when I say ella vive con su papá, we know that it means her dad because we're talking about Bella. Okay. So Bella vive con su mamá.
No.
No, correcto. ¿Con quién vive Bella?
Bella vive con su papá.
Correcto, muy bien. ¿Vive en Francia o en los Estados Unidos?
Bella vive en Francia.
Francia, excelente, correcto. Sí, muy bien. Bueno, that's our show for today. I'm gonna stop there. You did a really good job today. We processed all the words that we've gotten so far. We talked about another person in there. So we got a he, we got a she, we got another third person in there that you're not even related to, and and hopefully we'll just keep on learning. Okay.
Right.
Bueno, so muchas gracias, and hope our viewers will continue to watch. This was episode 5, and we will see you next time for episode 6.
Adiós.
Adios. Hasta luego.